Back when we built the new convention center, we made a conscious strategy to try to penetrate the minority meetings market, thinking that there was some low-hanging fruit there and that we could bring some groups to Boston. Just as an aside, the convention and meetings industry itself is about a $165 billion industry. As Bob Turner mentioned, tourism, hospitality is the third largest industry in Massachusetts, the third largest employer in Massachusetts, so it's a key industry for us. Black meetings and tourism alone in this country, people spend $90 billion a year going on vacations. About a third of that is black meetings and conferences. So for us, it was a business decision. Let's go get some of this business and bring it to Boston. The first event that we really went hard after was a group called Blacks in Government. It was 2003, 2004. We brought them to town. We showed them the city. We showed them hotels, convention center, showed them, a good time, took them out to dinner, and did all the things we do for any group. And then I had breakfast with them to ask them how it went and to talk about how we could, seal the deal. And the leader of the group sat across the table from me, and he pinned my ears back. He said, "Why would I bring 10,000 black people to Boston?" I was totally caught flat-footed, and, the white Irish kid from Southie wasn't ready to answer that question. But we went back and we reflected on it. We reflected on the challenge, and we put together a series of programs to go after this meetings market. And we did it for two reasons. One is because of the business reasons that I talked about. But the second is we knew that Boston had a brand and a perception problem. And our view of the world, my view of the world, is that you can leave it as a perception problem and say, you know what, all we got to do is tell people that their impressions are wrong. But that's not a strategy, just to tell people that their impressions are wrong. The strategy that we decided to employ was, you know what, if we're going to deal with this, we need to get these groups here. We need them to experience Boston. We need Boston to experience them. And that's why we went after Blacks in Government. And I can tell you we tried 4 times. We failed 3 times. We finally signed them, and they're coming this summer as well. And then, of course, Donnell and I have become friends, and we decided that Urban League was another group that we were going to go after, and we're coming. And I know we're going to get into this more later, but now we have 2 opportunities, because from a perception standpoint, if people want to use that word, we have an opportunity for 16 to 20,000 people who are going to come here this summer to learn about Boston, and for people in Boston to experience what it's like to have 10,000 black people at a time walking through the Back Bay, shopping, eating in restaurants, and so forth. And we'll see how that goes.